Hello, my dear collective. Another music channeling, another day. I hope you guys are doing well. So, let's dive into your messages. The song that you guys got was Pure Honey, or Pure slash Honey, by the one and only Beyonce. Okay. On the 16th of May. So, I listened a little bit to the song because I didn't know much about it. On that note, I feel like your soulmate, current or future, doesn't know much about you. Okay? So this could be an admirer. Okay? What they do know is what they see on the surface. Okay? You could be very kind, very loving, very giving, very queen of hearts, right? Empathic, strong, bold. I'm also channeling, confident, all around. The girl next door, or this is like mainstream now, or it was like one of those like high value. I can't even pronounce it, but they could look at you as a high valued woman. The song talks a lot about like money, like being abundant and their friends being abundant, like it's giving high class. Okay, like this could be somebody that, no, I feel like they either know you or they don't know you, or they only know the surface level, like what they see on social media, Instagram, what people say about you, but I don't feel like they know the real you, and they want to get to know the real you. So you could be somebody that's very glamour, very glitz, very hardworking. Now the artist herself, I think she's a Virgo. No, I know for a fact she's a Virgo sun. And recently there was this, somebody said that she was a Aries rising. And what was the other one? Like Scorpio moon. That could be relevant. Virgo sun, Scorpio moon, Aries rising. Or just keep it plain and simple, okay? Because I might be wrong on that, okay? I only know about the Virgo part. Well, I say this to say, I would say all these three signs are very, they be on their shit. I feel like nobody can really tell them nothing. They carry themselves very well, okay? They're very honest, blunt. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that, okay? These are the Aries and the Scorpios and the Virgos I know in my personal life. They it seems very similar in terms of their characteristics. Now that doesn't have to be the situation here. So, like I said, you're somebody that's very a high value woman. You could be somebody that's out of the league in terms of this soulmate that is new or present right now. Either you guys are getting to know each other, or this is a secret admirer. Okay, so the basis of this message is they see you as somebody that they need to invest in. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, collective, they can't really treat you however. I'm gonna use like an example that's not all over the place, but Matthew McConaughey, he talked about when he first saw his wife. Side note, Matthew McConaughey, he's an Aries, so double confirmation, okay? But all what I wanted to focus on was his story when he met his now wife, and he said that he was out and about partying, and then he saw her, and then he couldn't take his eyes off her. He went from trying to call her like he used to call females, but then something clicked in his head, and he said he can't approach her like everybody else. So he had to get up from where he was at to go to her table to ask her out. Okay, and then he said he faked Spanish in order to talk to her because he said that he needs to do whatever it took to clock that in. So, with that, as an example, I feel like this is how this soulmate is viewing you. The new one, the person that admires you. Now, I could reflect back to the past people. I don't feel like it is. But let's say for some of you guys, it's past people. They're now seeing you in a new light. Like you have elevated, you glowed up, and therefore they need to come in and do whatever they can to get you back. I don't feel that's the case, but if you guys are dealing with a past person and they come back and you're like, oh, okay, I thought it was a new person that was all enamored and low-key obsessed with me, but they see you changed. On a personal note, I'm not really here to deal with past people, and I feel like you kind of are over it. But if it is collective, they're definitely going to come correct. Okay, there is no, basically they're a new person, but even if they are not in your eyes, they know for a fact that you are. Okay, so that's the channel message. I hope that makes sense. Okay, how are they feeling for you based on the cards? Ooh. A lot of them want you to forgive them, or a lot of them feel like they need to forgive themselves. Maybe they did a mistake or did something wrong. Something about not viewing you as a friend or not adding. The reason why I say this, not viewing you as a friend, is maybe they didn't approach you in a way where I needed to build. In the eyes of the feminine, they needed to build a solid connection. They needed to build a friendship first. A lot of them feel kind of bad that they didn't do so, because if they did, I feel like they would have had a better chance with you, collective. So some of them are a little bit like, shit, if I cannot be friends with this person, there's no way. Okay? You could be the type of people where it's like there needs to be some sort of emotional connection. Maybe you identify as demisexual. Like if there's no emotional something, because again, you're a high valued woman or new woman, a changed woman in their eyes, collective, and they can approach you just like Matthew McConaughey. He couldn't really approach his now wife how he used to approach the other females. Okay, so now they're like, oh damn, I should have approached these on a friendship base. They did not, and they are like, they're learning now. Okay, they're definitely learning their lesson. For some of them, they feel like they want your forgiveness, or they're forgiving themselves. The reason why they're forgiving themselves, if they approach you in a way where it's like there was no, going back to the Matthew McConaughey example, if they approach you like everybody else, knowing that you're a high valued woman, they feel bad now, and they want your forgiveness, because some of them could have tried in that direction, and you definitely rejected them. You're like, there is no chemistry. This is not the way. And now they're like, collective, I need you to forgive me. Okay? Because they could have approached you in this way, very passionate, very sexual, sensual. Not that you would be against it, but you're like, that's, again, you're not the type of woman that you should have approached in this manner, because for some reason, I feel like there's a difference between you and this person. Going back to the title, is pure/honey. So you could be somebody that is very fruitful, very giving, Queen of Hearts, right? Honey is life, is fruitfulness, is vitality, is royalty, right? And pure is innocence and being pure. So if they approach you in this kind of crazy manner like everybody else, you're not everybody else. You're one in a billion. I think that's in the song. I listened to it this morning, but I'm not remembering. I don't remember all the entire lyrics. So I'm just gonna focus on what I want to focus on right now, because I'm trying not to make this reading long. So all this to say, collective, they're learning their lesson now. They want your forgiveness. You're 1 in a billion. Yeah, and they kind of feel bad, shameful. These are people that want to attract you, ask you out, but they can't really treat you like they treat everybody else. So some of them already tried. This is why they want your forgiveness. Some of them are learning now to do better. Like I said before, start from a friendship point of view instead of however they did before, because it didn't match your energy. And frankly, you're above that, okay? They definitely want you to be their soulmate. You're actually somebody that they have manifested to have in their life. I want to bring another example. There's this like life coach that talks about like feminine, like the dark Wait, hold up, cat. She's one of those life coaches that talks about like high valued women and men, but it's like in a more logical way. So she referenced like the energies as, instead of dark feminine, like dark versus light feminine, is more so having a golden retriever energy versus a cat, black cat energy. So, and she always says that the black cat energy always wins. Okay, and the black cat energy is basically somebody that knows themselves, kind of like the Empress, right? They got their shit together, they know who they are, and if you want to step to her, you kind of gotta come correct. You're not clingy, and there is an equal understanding of giving and receiving. Okay, I'm just rephrasing, what she talked about. Let's see her. If we got, let me see. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, see, this is why it takes forever and a day. Her name is Anna Christina. So, let me just bam. So she talks a lot about that black versus solid black cat versus golden retriever, kind of like dark versus light feminine or the divine feminine. So they now have to approach you in a way where they see you as the black cat instead of the golden retriever, okay? Because they really found out really quickly that you have a different frequency, you're in different status than them. Like even if they have more than you, like just their approach, they can't really approach you like everybody else. Not to be like that, but I feel like you have a certain caliber to you where it doesn't fit their everyday, let me approach them how I do every other billion girls, right? And this is for people that are used to the man being provider, the one that are in the masculine energy. Now, obviously, it's a feminine that sings this too. If you're watching for her, let's pull a card. I know I'm talking your ear off, but let's see here. If you're watching for feminine, these are your cards. Because I feel like the message is very much based to the people that are watching for masculine. But if you're watching for feminine, we're going to base it on the lyrics. She's very happy with you. She is a honeymoon phase, okay? And she can, well, I guess based on the card, she's still like deciding what to do and where to go from here. But there is emotions, there is feelings. But it's also like she sees you as a friend, but she's starting to develop in feelings. But overall, even if it was just friendship, she still feels like she's in the honeymoon phase. But that is actually evolving into some romance sooner than later, okay? So if you're asking her how she feels, she might be like, she doesn't know, we're gonna push it back. She is feeling the romance, like the card, but the thing is, she doesn't want to let go of the friendship. So I feel like that you need more time on the friendship still until she's ready. Okay, that's why there is no decision. Okay, but she's still happy. I will tell you this: if you end up as friends and she doesn't know, she still feel the same energy as she does in a romantic energy, because I feel like she still wants to preserve the friendship as well as her romantic feelings for you. That is coming, okay? But she doesn't want to rush into it. So that's good. Let's do a little advice card. So we got this. Okay, so basically, the person that you're coming in contact with is somebody that you wanted, and they wanted you as well. But I feel like I said before, you're coming correct and you're basing it off friendship in such a way where it's like it's gonna evolve into romance. Let's just decide when it's due time, okay? But don't change anything, okay? Let it go with the flow, okay? This is for the man or the masculines that are watching for a feminine. So let's go to feminists watching for masculine. You already got your channeled 10-minute message, but let's pull some cards on it, just for the sake of doing so. So we got this card. So yeah, they want to make it official or want to take you on a little retreat, a little getaway. I don't know why, but this also makes me feel like they've been married or they're going to a wedding event or something. So you guys will so to not complicate it, they see the future with you. Alright, they see the hand in hand, frolicking, taking walks in nature in their old age. I'm also tuning into this could be another example is like this very much looks like mom and dad, or a dad and their daughter. So for instance, like you meeting each other's families, right? Everybody, like they see that. They see the future in terms of you growing old together, you meeting their family, getting away. Like they already feel that bonding connection, or this is what they're envisioning, okay? And they also feel like they're on a honeymoon as well. And even if it's just in their head, because you haven't said if it's a yes or no yet, as a feminine, they already know what it is, okay? If you're watching for masculine. Okay. And then we got this one here. It was in reverse, so I feel a lot of you guys already know each other on a deeper level. Or no, I feel like that's it. You guys know, but I feel the more you guys get to know each other, the more, things are gonna evolve and so forth. But your person, as a masculine, they already know what it is, okay? But I do like the approach of like, they are happy where it's at because they know the outcome, okay? Now, I will say, for a small portion, okay, or one person, your person might be a little bit codependent, okay? And it's like codependent in a way where it's like Velcro. Those people that are like very attached to their person and they become them and they don't really have their own life and everything is about their person. If you like that, that is great. This is giving me golden retriever actually. So codependency in the sense of like a golden retriever. And if you know anything about golden retriever as a dog or personality, or maybe check out Anna's page, they're very much like whatever you want. I'm here, I do, always happy 24/7, catering to you. So codependency in that way, like, yeah, pretty much. Like you might not act like that, but they are all about you in that sense. Like it's giving, I'm obsessed with my person, right? But not in a creepy way, okay? So that's where the codependency might come in. Just a little heads up. Overall, collective, let's do advice card. And we finish off with a little initial. Okay, so there's a lot of cards coming out. So first things first, they're about to shower you with an abundance. I love it. It could be love, finances. Maybe they were splurge on the wedding. I love it. Okay. This is what they want. You exactly what they desire. This is the love that they want and see. And let's go. Let's go. And let's see. Let's add a little initial. Side note, just take what makes sense to you. If the initials are not there, it's not the end all be all. Okay. So first, middle, last. On that note, thank you for stopping by. I am also channeling a Toyota. So somebody could have that car or they work for Toyota, or yeah, either they work for Toyota, they have the car, or they're very like they love the brand. Let me see. Is it from somebody could also be Hindu? I'm also channeling that. Okay. I think Toyota is it Japanese? It could be Toyota. Somebody could be from Japanese, or maybe going to Japan for a little holiday vacation or something, or they just came from Japan. I would say this: a lot of people went on vacation last year, and yeah, pretty much, and a little bit early this year to Japan. So that might be like a destination you always wanted to visit or something. But all in all, collective. Until next reading, good luck on your journey on your life.